Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game here at Sugar Sean O'Malley's house. First off, happy 25th birthday or belated birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you do anything fun?
Absolutely nothing.
Not even video game playing?
Well, I do that every day, so. True. But no, yeah, we didn't do nothing special. I think it was like a Thursday, so yeah. I was in bed by 10. It was just a normal day.
No cake?
We didn't have any cake. Danny made some delicious food, but she does that every day too, so.
Big fight coming up. Not the fight that a lot of fans were expecting, which last time we spoke, you mentioned that you were targeting a December return to the UFC, but you are participating in Quintet Ultra December 12th. What do you think about that match?
Yeah, I was going to do No Gi Worlds in California. It's pretty much the same day, but then they offered me this in Vegas, which is the week before, or the couple days before the UFC. So we decided to do that. It's going to be an exciting event. You don't really get the opportunity to grapple against legends like this. So I'm super excited for the opportunity.
But are there any updates as to when your return will be for the UFC?
Hopefully early next year. If they said I could fight tomorrow, I'd fight tomorrow. So as soon as they say it's a go, it's a go. So I'm hoping for January, maybe March, but early next year for sure.
Like the 18th card, right? If Conor's back as well.
That would be ideal. Even if Conor wasn't on the card, would probably be more ideal, because if any Conor card, it's just gonna be the attention around Conor. So if I can get on one without him, it'd be even better. But yeah, January 18th.
Well, yeah, January or March, like you said. But last time we spoke about how much change has happened in the bantamweight division. The return of Uriah Faber, of course, his knockout victory over Ricky Simon, and then Jose Aldo making that drop to bantamweight, making that debut, UFC 245 against Marlon Moraes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm super curious to see how his performance is. It's going to be a tough matchup. Drop it down to 35 and fighting that dude. I feel like he always kind of had trouble making 45, so I don't know if that's going to be a good decision or not. I guess we'll wait and see. And yeah, Uriah Faber coming back. He's such a cool dude. I've met him a couple times. And I look up to that dude. Like, I don't know. I remember just kind of like the first time I've ever watched UFC. Never really got into it, but I remember seeing the California Kid, and then just meeting him. He's a cool dude. So I'm excited for him. Hope he does good. He's fighting Peter Yan, who's extremely tough. So those two fights I'm gonna be watching closely, and those are gonna be good fights.
But what do you think about the current, I guess, triple champ, Triple C, and his bantamweight reign, but kind of waiting on him to see when he's going to defend his title?
Yeah, the cringe king. I don't know what it is about that dude. I think a lot of people feel the same way. It's just, the cringe is, I don't like it. But is he getting a following? I don't know. But, you can't deny how good he is. He talked about saving the flyweight division. Obviously that wasn't his intention, because he doesn't really, I don't think he's going back to flyweight. No, nothing. Doesn't have anything scheduled. I don't know. I don't know, who does he fight next in the bantamweight division? Aljamain probably. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really kept up with him too much, but I'm curious to who he fights next.
But what about the cringe don't you like?
The cringe is, you're not supposed to like cringe. I don't know. It's the whole thing. But again, if you either don't like someone or you like someone, it's just like, as long as they're talked about, true. It doesn't matter whether you're talking good about him or bad about him. He's doing his thing and he's getting attention. But I don't know how much attention he's getting. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see when if he main events a pay-per-view, see how it does. That's kind of how you can determine whether he's a draw or not. Like, I'm super curious about Colby and Kamaru. That whole card's so sweet that it won't really, you can't really tell if that's Colby bringing in the views or not. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, yeah, speaking of the Colby and Kamaru fight, I mean, that's a fight that a lot of us are curious to see, and a lot of it because of that tension, the bad blood. How do you see that fight playing out?
I'm gonna just go ahead and, I hate guessing fights, but I'm gonna say Colby wins that fight. Colby, his skill level and his cardio, and he's an animal. He's a black belt in MMA. He's an extremely high level competitor. So I see him winning that fight. And then I think we'll get Jorge versus Colby, which will, I think, be big.
Yeah, what did you think about the BMF fight and the stoppage?
The stoppage couldn't have been any better for Nate Diaz fans because he was going to get... I think Jorge was going to finish him in the 4th or 5th or just keep doing what he was doing. Jorge wasn't getting tired. When it went to the ground, he was dominating. When it was standing up, he was dominating. And he wasn't getting tired. So I think that fight stopped perfect for Nate Diaz. Yeah. I didn't see anything wrong with it. He got beat up for 3 rounds.
Did you hear about Nick Diaz, which is kind of circling the internet right now?
Watching that, I don't know if I don't know if you can sanction that guy to fight. He didn't seem... I don't know. It seemed hard to listen to. The way he was kind of like stumbling his words and stuff. I don't know if it's from getting punched. Has he been... I don't know. I'm a huge fan. Like, I don't want to talk shit, but I don't know. I think Jorge's on another level. Nick's been out of the game for a really long time. And I think I'm gonna potentially might have to grapple against him in Quintet. So I think he's gonna be one of the guys on the other team. So, but I don't know. Nick Diaz versus Masvidal, I'd watch it. That's all I'm saying.
And it has been almost 2 years since you've last been in the octagon. If you weren't suspended, where would you see your career right now?
That's a tricky question just because I can't even... just so many things happen. But I think with this time off, I've used it extremely well, and I've continued to get better at all-around MMA. So I think with this time off, it's just going to be a huge benefit. Yeah. It's hard for me to think like, oh, if this didn't happen, where would I be? Because I could have lost, I could have won, I could have got another surgery. I don't know, but right now I feel really good. I feel strong. My injuries are healed, and I'm excited to get into a fight camp healthy.
So it's essentially like a blessing in disguise.
It is a blessing in a very, very big disguise.
And lastly, for your fans who will be tuning in to your match December 12th, what would you like to tell them?
Yeah, thank you guys. I have a loyal fan base. There's a lot of haters, but that's with anyone. But I do have a loyal fan base that are all excited for me to return to the octagon. But before the octagon, we're gonna do a little grappling, which will be extremely fun. I'm excited to do it. But just keep sticking in there with me. We're gonna be there soon, and I really do think I'm gonna blow up next year.